This week, instead of looking at what's hot, we're remembering the year that was. It started with the busiest month in club history.
Arsenal at Wembley.
Followed by a Barcelona epic.
2-1. They've turned it round.
We came close to a cup.
Oh, he's all over the place.
Before heading to Asia. We waved goodbye to some friends. And welcomed some new ones. We tasted a low.
Has now become 8-2.
Before we scaled the heights.
This could be 5-3. Van Persie, lets it go!
And finished with the party of the year. It's been an amazing year at Arsenal World, but we're already hungry for more. Bring on 2012. In a year of celebration surrounding the club's 125th birthday, Arsene Wenger is also commemorating 15 years at the helm of Arsenal. It's a time for reflection for many, as the values and history of the club are in the spotlight. Those ideals have been forged by countless people over a long period of time, and when Wenger arrived back in 1996, he was delighted by what he found.
The simplicity of the way people run the club, and I think it takes deep intelligence to understand that football is a big business in number, but number-wise inside the club, it's important that you can make quick decisions and that you can act quickly, and that's what I find here. When you said yes, you could do it straight away.
Many players go, but many also come back. Those long-term relationships speak volumes about the atmosphere generated at Arsenal.
I think there's a warm feeling at the club, and despite the fact that the club has become maybe a major company now, we try to keep the warmth and the human side of it, because sport, above all, is first a human experience, you know, and we try always to give the priority to that.
The essence of a club is not something contrived overnight. At Arsenal, the culture of the club is held by many custodians, and when Wenger arrived, he was sure to appoint several to his staff, including assistant manager Pat Rice.
The backroom staff is the history of the club. If that moves every year, the identity of the club goes, and we, the backroom, the coaches, the physios, the people who work inside the club on daily basis, have to behave in such a way that is a message we give out to the players who come in, that they understand, oh, that's the way here people behave, and they have to adjust to that, you know. And that's what I call the history. The weight of the tradition of the club is represented by basically the staff who works at the club.
After 15 seasons, Arsene Wenger has both assimilated and contributed to the culture of the club. The phrase "the Arsenal way" is something that has a unique meaning to everyone at Arsenal, and Wenger is no exception.
For me, it is to act with style, with class, with forward thinking, but there's one quality maybe that I rate above any else is to be brave. Courage is the club, and I believe that it is an underrated quality, because in a big club you need to be extremely brave. Why? Because the pressure is bigger. Why? Because the media are always behind you. Why? Because the drive for results is always big. Every defeat is a disaster. And to make the right decisions in a big club, you need to be brave.
From 1996 to 2011, the game and the club have grown throughout the world. From every place on earth, fans devote time and money to support the institution they love, a symbol of the global appeal of Arsenal's values.
Arsenal represents a worldwide brand today, because of the quality of the game, of our football, but as well because we represent something in the world that people agree with. That means we give chance to young players, we develop young players, we're open-minded to give a chance to anybody in the world who deserves it, and as well we live within our resources in a healthy, sensible way. And I think these qualities are admired all over the world, because a young African boy, a young Asian boy, a young South American boy can have a dream to play for us. He knows he's good enough, he gets a chance.
On Arsenal World, we've set ourselves the mission of meeting Gooners from every country in the world. And this week, we can tick Northern Ireland off the list, thanks to father and son, Charlie and Oliver Guy.
I've tickets for the game today. It's first time at the Emirates. It's come over from Northern Ireland today. So my son's birthday yesterday, and I've converted him into a Gooner. So it's his first time as well. So we're looking forward to it.
Like so many Northern Irish Gooners, Charlie's passion was kick-started by the Arsenal team of the late 70s. But while Arsenal chose him, his son Oliver was born a Gunner.
Well, he had no choice. No choice. He can't be Man United or Liverpool. He has to be Gunner. He has to be an Arsenal man. He's been slowly educated, and he'll die a Gunner like myself. I've been supporting him since about '78, since I was about 11, and it was because of all the Irish players that they had at the time. Pat Jennings, Pat Rice, Sammy Nelson, Brady, Stapleton, O'Leary. You know, that's the connection with me, and you know, from that there, Arsenal's in my heart, you know.
Captivated by his footballing idols, Charlie's love for Arsenal was then set in stone by an unforgettable Wembley final.
'79 on Sunderland, 3-2 Man United, because I kicked the TV. It was amazing. It was amazing, especially with a couple of my friends who were United supporters. Were sitting in the living room in the house, and Sunderland put that goal in, and I jumped up and clicked the TV. And it was one of the highlights of my Arsenal time as a supporter.
2 generations of loyal support, and if his father's commitment is anything to go by, then the Guy family's love affair with Arsenal should continue through the years.
Well, I can't say it. If my wife sees this on TV, you know, I don't want to say it. It means how much it means to me, because I could be in serious trouble. It means everything to me. It means everything to me. If Arsenal win, I'm in a good mood for the rest of the week. If they lose, I'm on a downer. So that's what it means to me.
For a day in time, Arsenal World is going through the history books to highlight the moments that mattered over 125 years of club history. Today, we're heading back to 1987 for a clash with neighbours and rivals, Tottenham. After drawing Spurs in the Littlewoods Cup semi-finals, all of North London was on the edge of their seats during 2 thrilling home and away legs that ended with the scores level on aggregate. Without the away goals rule, a replay was scheduled and the venue decided by a coin toss. It would send the trilogy to White Hart Lane for its thunderous conclusion.
So on the rampage now with Rocastle here. Yes!
David Rocastle's last gasp strike silenced the lane and handed the manager George Graham one of his finest victories during his time at the club. Not only was the Derby winner classic, it propelled the Gunners into the final, where they beat Liverpool to begin an era of success under Graham.